This is the game that I hit 800 in chess, and I did it in 15 moves. So we start with a Queen's Gambit, played by me. They don't take yet, they decline. I develop my knight, they push their pawn, I develop my bishop, they develop their bishop and put me in check. I respond by developing my knight, blocking the check. They move back. I push my pawn so I can develop my other bishop. They develop their knight. I push my bishop out to develop it like I had planned to do. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, after I develop my bishop, I need to capture this pawn because I don't want them to be capturing this pawn anymore. But if they do capture the pawn, I can take it with my bishop for free. So then they play this move, knight to g4, and I don't really know why they played this move. I think they're trying to threaten these, and I could have just played the pawn push, and then if I took, and they would have had to be kicked away, and then if they didn't kick away for whatever reason because we're in 700, then after I took, then I would have an open file for my rook. But I thought this was scary because I really wanted to castle kingside. And at this point, I was looking for tactics because I'm an 800 player and that's what I do. And so I was like, it would be just so cool. What if I put my knight over here, revealing the attack by the queen to the knight, and then I would have a good knight. If they did this, I would take, and if they did this, I would take, in any order. Takes. I just have more attackers here than they have defenders of this square. So that was my idea. Apparently it's a mistake. And I lost my lead. You can see the eval bar just drop. What I should have done instead was the pawn push. What I would have done instead with the pawn push. But let me see. Chess.com says the castle here. Because then I would be defending this with my rook. This, I guess, doesn't get them anything. I could just... Oh, because it's double defended twice there. Then, after I do that, instead of saving their knight, they blunder their queen. And so then I took the knight. And I knew they couldn't take back because I had this going. So they just had to lose their knight. They castle here, I castle here. And then they push this pawn. I put my knight back where I wanted it to be because I knew that I still had more attackers than defenders on this square. They push their rook out, and what they're trying to do here is just try to checkmate me really quickly. I capture a pawn, they capture my knight, and here I thought for a minute on whether I should capture with the pawn to threaten the rook, or to capture with the bishop to threaten the rook. But if I capture with the bishop, I would also be threatening these squares eventually. So I went ahead and went with the bishop. Chess.com says pawn is better, but I don't know, I can't see the future. And then I played queen. What is going on here? What are these lines? I played queen a4. I'm trying to get better at saying the moves out loud. And what this does is it threatens mate, because if I go here, their bishop is blocking their rook. They never develop their bishop. And it would block these squares, and that's everywhere that the king could move. They couldn't come back and block it with anything else. And so their only move here is to play bishop out, I think. Oh, why does it... Oh, or the pawn push. That makes sense. The pawn push would block checkmate as well. But that's not what they played. They played f4, completely blundering mate in 1, and I hit 800.